So I just got in my Uber. Sent me to the wrong place. Well, I typed in the wrong address, but I didn't want to be a bother and tell him that he did. So, oh well. Sucks that the recording device on my phone. No, it just sucks that you can't record while you're listening to music. I mean, this would be 10 times easier if I could, and it'd be more less boring for me because I kind of just have empty headphones in right now. You know what? Let's talk about bullying. Let's talk about that because it's something that's a lot of people touch on, especially nowadays, but not really like personal experiences, more like how do you deal with bullying and taking steps to bullying and whatnot. But I really want to give people a personal perspective on what bullying really is and how it feels like. I have this vivid memory of we're in like the sandbox, and you know, a lot of kids brought their toy cars and I had mine, and there was this group of kids who were playing with toy cars as well, and I walked up to them and I asked if I could play with them, but they just kind of laughed at me and they kind of shooed me away, and so I had to go back to my own little corner and you know, play with cars by myself and whatnot. So that's kind of like a vivid memory I still have about it. Things didn't really pick up until middle school, where I think that's where it was at the lowest point. I was made fun of a lot. A lot of people didn't take me seriously. I was the kid who girls would like dare each other to you know, go hold hands with as a dare, or go talk to them as a dare or whatnot. I wasn't very good at sports at the time, so you know, I couldn't play with the other kids who were playing football or soccer because I was bad at it, you know. So they kind of just shooed me away from, you know, playing with them or excluding me from that. I was also made fun of a lot for my weight. I was about 210, 215 pounds in middle school. I was a pretty big kid, and I wore these like giant, like square glasses on my face, and it was just it was not very good because I was called just the regular like fat jokes and whatnot. I was called fat ass and, you know, stop eating so much, you know, run more, you know, fat fuck, and all these harsh things that started affecting me more and more and started making me self-conscious about myself. Some lemon pepper chips. It's pretty good. The Apple King, yo. Gotta eat. I did have like that stereotypical middle school bullies, you know, the ones who would like make fun of me all the time, and they would come up and harass me. I mean, I've had, you know, lunch money stolen from me. I've had them, you know, there was this one time I was drinking water at a water fountain, and they had picked me up from my shirt and they were like threatening to punch me in the face, but I started crying, so that grabbed the attention of people, and the teachers came and pulled them off of me. And there was this other time where they stole a cookie I had from me while I was walking home. So there were like the stereotypical like middle school bullies that I had, and they kind of affected me too in a way. I think it wouldn't had made me the person I am today. I wouldn't be the person I am today if those things hadn't have happened to me. I mean, it kind of sucks to say it that way, but it's true, because those experiences molded me to who I am today. I took a negative experience or negative experiences and turned them into positives. I have a huge disdain for people who pick on others who can't defend themselves, or who are smaller than them, or things of that nature. I have a huge disdain towards it. I really dislike bullying. I hate those type of people. It made me feel very inadequate. It made me feel very lower. It made me feel like I wasn't important. It made me feel like dirt. It made me feel like to the ground, just very, very low. And it really depressed me, really messed with my head. I had already become this pushover, this person who anyone can pick on and he'll never do anything, who you can take advantage of. No one should feel afraid to go somewhere because of people. No one should feel that they need to hide because they're afraid for their safety. And it's not good. It sucks.
I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is
Go ahead.
regarding to bullying. Did you ever, while you were getting bullied, did you have anyone that you talked to, like an older brother type, older sister type, someone that could have been there for you, or were you in it alone, just trying to deal with it?
At first, I didn't. Like the first few times I was getting bullied, I didn't, because I was afraid. But then afterwards, after it got severe, because it was getting to the point where it was like physical. It was physical bullying, and my parents would see like marks on my neck and just bruises, and they would be wondering, and so I had to tell them at that point what was going on. And my mom really was there because I was ditching school at the time too, because I was afraid.
Yeah, you're so afraid.
Yeah, I was afraid to go to school. So once they figured everything out and they knew what was going on, they really supported me, and they really marched down to the school and really talked to them about it, because the school wasn't taking it too serious at the time. And so they really set things in place to the school about the situation, and they even went in to talk to the parents of the harassers at the time.
How did that come into fruition? What was the conclusion with that?
Well,
I'm sorry. Did that help with the school in the future? Did they take it seriously? Did they take your mother seriously?
They did started taking seriously once my mom really got involved, because my mom was pissed about it. And once that started going on, once my mom started reaching out to the parents and whatnot, and that was in 4th grade, I think, because then later on I would have new bullies and I would have to find other ways to deal with that. But just in that situation, that bully just he stopped bothering me, not only because his parents put him in his place, but because the school started disciplining. Because bullies always like to say, oh, if you ever tell anyone, we're gonna hurt you worse, or things are gonna go a lot more badly for you.
Yeah.
And that's all empty promises, because once you tell somebody, once you let people know, they're gonna make sure that you don't get bothered again. They're gonna make sure that you're still safe. And like I said earlier in this video, people shouldn't be afraid to go somewhere that they need to go or where they enjoy or whatnot. You know, it shouldn't let it affect your education or what you love to do. Snitches don't get stitches. People who don't tell people,
Speak up.
or yeah, people who don't tell anybody end up with more physical abuse.
Dead, emotional, physical, absolutely.
Exactly.
Closed mouths don't get fed. That's something that,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so snitches, like that phrase doesn't work. Snitches get stitches, they don't. People who don't tell other people end up getting hurt worse. So,
And yeah, it's just as damaging when people just sit there and don't do anything. I think
Exactly.
now we're in the age that bystanders are now really joining in and saying, hey, cut that out. And I think that's what needs to be the trend. That's what needs to be cool. Not even a trend, it needs to take hold, but it needs to do what's right. And I think that's where we're headed now, so I'm really happy to see that.
if there's somebody you know who's getting bullied, who's dealing through that, or has dealt through that, let them know that they shouldn't be afraid of people harassing them, or they shouldn't be afraid to reach out to others for help, because they might end up getting hurt worse in the long run if they stay quiet. So if you know anybody with that, share them this video, let them know about people who've gone through the same thing.